presents Uganda 2024, the search kicked off in the tourism city.
So let's welcome the 29 contestants back on stage.
This is the time we're going to see them together for one time until the action starts. Judges, are we ready? Uganda, are we ready? Our 29 contestants.
For the country of our birth. But one thing for sure is that we are lucky to be part of the Pearl of Africa. Uganda is a country blessed with hospitable soul, biodiversity of cultures, and different scenery that bring in year out very many tourists. Coming from the land of Odi and Moya, I am a proud daughter of northern Uganda, shedding off dark tourism as part of the tourism things we have in my land. I'm here to tell you that together we can weave a tapestry of peaceful connection, powerful unity, and together we look forward to transformative, magic, and sustainable tourism. So join me in this soul-stirring adventure as we wait to celebrate World Tourism Day on 27th September in Kasese, because tourism is everyone's business. Thank you.
Let's come back on our camera. Keep it for this, you don't camera. Oh Lord.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Achabeti Okelo. And I would love to request the judges to pardon the question.
Mr. Deo,
Hello.
Hello.
All the contestants are giving us an overview about tourism and peace. Your advocacy is in line with that. That's what all the contestants are doing. So breathe, relax, and kill it.
Can you imagine being bedridden in a dark room without any ability to see or even hear?
are you in a media group? Let me check if that.
This evidently shows being neglected and rejected.
Let me put that down.
This is a highlight to show the importance of inclusion in tourism.
The main page.
When the impaired individuals are included in the tourism sector, they feel part of the tourism industry. However, this not only enhances their ability, but rather boosts the tourism sector and industry of Uganda, both nationally and globally. I would love to move into different tourism industries or sites and seek the translators of these impaired individuals. The able people and the disabled coming together in the tourism industry and unite. This creates peace among the able individuals and the disabled. I stand as an advocate of inclusion in tourism. And I believe that where there is inclusion in tourism, there is peace among the able individuals and the disabled. Thank you.
So you put it in the media group, the other group for now. This one.
My name is Björn Dushan and I'm so happy to see you here today. On the 9th of October 2023 is a history to recall in Uganda. American barrel of 50 years who had just weathered sailing from South Africa of 51 years came to tour the Pearl of Africa, Uganda at Queen Elizabeth National Park. Along with the guidance of our very own Mr. Eric, our beloved Ugandan, were ambushed and assassinated by the ADF rebel. This was a Ugandan ADF rebel who was identified by the Ugandan Defense Force at Lake Edward, who had pretended to be a fisherman. As if that wasn't enough, Uganda, who were filled up with pain, despair, and instability in our tourism sector, when the Tetezi dumping site buried approximately 34% people in Uganda. This caused pain, despair, and a tragedy. Can you imagine? Forgotten my country, the Pearl of Africa is known for being the most hospitable country that homes approximately 1.5 million refugees from different continents in Uganda. The tourism sector as well provides approximately 600,020 jobs to people. This is not just a dream, but it is a reality that you and I create together. As a 19-year-old female, I am a beacon of hope, a pillar of strength, and a voice of a reason. We travel to showcase our culture, our heritage, foster friendships, and understanding. I'm traveling through tourism should promote peace since we are born to make memories. Thank you so much for God and my country.
Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. My understanding of tourism and peace in relation to my advocacy is tourism and peace is a theme that highlights how tourism can be used to foster peace in societies. To me, peace is not only a state of being, of absence of war, but where people are able to enjoy their societies, where people are able to enjoy their environments without any hindrances. Tourism is a sector that seeks to boost Uganda's economy, a sector that contributes not only to the economy but to the livelihoods of Ugandans. Take for instance in Uganda, the tourism sector is the second largest contributor to the annual GDP, contributing about 7.7% and employing about 6.5% of the employable workforce. When these people are employed, they have jobs. They're able to meet their basic needs and they're able to provide. This in turn alleviates poverty and reduces conflict, which is essential for the promotion of peace. For my advocacy, I plan to advocate for tree planting, which in turn boosts ecotourism. Tourists come to see the beautiful indigenous species of our country, the birds that call these trees home, the food that we get from these trees. In turn, our citizens are earning a living, and at the same time, we are boosting the tourism sector of Uganda in a peaceful and harmonious way. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, tourism and peace is a theme that shows you that tourism magnifies human emotions, that the world is not a place for tourists who move around in buses clicking their tongues. No, but a place for those who are willing to change the world with what they have and where they are, and all this can be done only in a peaceful society. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Abigail from Kwale region. Growing up and experiencing an environment where war, tribalism, conflict was inevitable, I learned that for us to prevail, peace should be inevitable. Peace is not only doing away with war, conflict, and tribalism, but as well as promoting a harmonious coexistence between wildlife and human nature. But conservation does not only stop at cleaning the environment, but as well as minding the wildlife, the endangered species, keeping them safe, because the endangered species of wildlife make us unique from the rest of the countries. For example, Uganda is known to be having 50% of the world's primates. And that means we should promote peace in our protecting these endangered species to keep our uniqueness. However, tourism does not only stop at touring the wonderful nature, wonderful landforms of nature and wildlife, but as well as our heritage. Uganda is blessed with 56 different tribes. To stand out, we have to promote peace among our different tribes. How? It's not only about doing away with war, no. Not doing away with conflict, no. It is preserving our culture, what makes us different. Embracing our culture, embracing our heritage. As an ambassador of peace through tourism, as an ambassador of tourism through peace, we should embrace our culture, promote a harmonious coexistence between wildlife and human nature. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Barunji Ann from Ankole region. I believe that tourism and peace are interconnected in a way that they affect one another. Tourism can bond, I believe that tourism can bring us together as a nation. For so long, as a country with diverse culture, we have been divided in one way or another. From my personal experience, I used to have a negative perception towards the Karamojong people because of the stereotype that I always had from when I was a young child. But during my Miss Tourism boot camp, I got to visit the beautiful Karamoja region, and I enjoyed my stay there and realized that the people there are just as hospitable as every other tribe in Uganda. I also found that Karamoja region is a very green, luscious, and very conducive region. So this showed me that through tourism we can stop the division among us as Ugandans. Let's encourage people to tour different regions of the country, and this shall stop the divisions among us, and it will promote peace and harmonious living among us. On the other hand, there are different forms of peace which affect tourism. A case in point is environmental peace. For so long, humans and wildlife have been at conflict. For example, in the 1980s, humans were at war with wildlife to one extent that rhinos were poached and extinct in Uganda as a nation. This affected our tourism as a country because Uganda has always been marketed as a country with a big five. But when the rhinos were extinct, tourists could not come and view this big five. Hence, our tourism was directly affected by the human-wildlife conflict. However, through awareness and government interventions, humans have been educated and they have learned that the wildlife is just as important as humans are. Hence, peace between humans and wildlife. So, I urge you all to rise up and join the cause of building the gap between humans and wildlife. Thank you.
This one,
gentlemen, my name is Aleti Fatio. Yes, tourism cannot flourish in an area where there's no peace. Did you know that there are various forms of peace? And the violation of one form of peace could lead to the violation of another. I come from Katapi district, whose main economic activity is animal farming. And yet, Katapi has suffered from cattle rain for a very long time. This has led the natives to resort to charcoal burning, an activity that includes tree cutting that directly affects one of the biggest game reserves in Uganda, which is Kupe Game Reserve. What am I trying to say? I am trying to say that we not only have to be at peace with our neighbors, we not only have to be at peace as a community, but we also have to ensure that as a nation we are at peace so that we can promote domestic tourism. And we also have to ensure that as a community we are at peace. Uganda holds 56 tribes that have lived in harmony for a very long time. This means our tourism sector has a lot of potential and could actually be a major source of the country's revenue. Thank you very much, and I advocate that we should promote every form of peace without leaving one other form out of our implementation. Thank you.
For turning up to support the dreams of every girl in this competition today. Thank you. My name is Atinola Kibianka, representing the northern region of Uganda. Throughout the years, Uganda has faced a profound turbulence of insurgencies and martyrdom. However, tourism provides a perspective that allows the interconnectedness of all beings and the profound foundation of fostering world peace. Ladies and gentlemen, Uganda has been endowed with magnificent sceneries and cultures and heritage. Look at the snow-capped mountain range to the freshwater lake like Lake Victoria. So impeccable. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would define tourism and peace as not only a concept that talks about war. Travel with me to the northern region of Uganda. We experience insurgencies such as the LRA war, but let's not forget about our nourishing heritage. Look at our culinary. I'm talking about Agira, Boyo, I'm talking about Pontal. Look at our traditional dances, Rakaraka, Okeme, Abuda, to mention but a few. Imagine a society where we do not pass that heritage to our children. Imagine a Gen Z turning back home and does not know what it means to kneel before an elder as a sign of respect. Oh yes, countries do have insurgencies and instabilities. As Ugandans, what image are we painting every time we are faced with insurgencies? What communication do we need to the world out there? Let's look at the amazing mountain gorillas at Green Impenetrable National Park. Our pursuit from industrialization and urbanization cause us to cut down these trees and not replace them. Where do we expect such species to thrive? Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the lack of peace we are talking about. So I believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. I believe for us to promote tourism and peace, the answer lies in the hands of each and every Ugandan in this room. As an advocate for tourism and peace, I believe in a Uganda where every individual's story, culture, heritage is not only valued, but shared and protected. I say this for the country.
Joe from Karamoja. I firmly believe that this year's theme, tourism and peace, is an ideal fit for Karamoja like a hand in a glove. Growing up, I have heard claims like we shall not wait for Karamoja to develop. We have seen this in the media spaces, political circles, in schools, and even among our friends. But now I believe this is the time for Karamoja to develop. And now government has taken positive steps in creating an environment that is peaceful for the Karamoja community. We now have less wars, we have less gun violence, we have less rape, and most importantly to note, we have not had any case where a tourist has been attacked. I believe this is Karamoja is on the right trajectory for developing peacefully. With this year's theme, tourism and peace, I believe we are ready to take off. With government initiatives like the redevelopment of the Pianupe Road, it's going to give an access to a lot of tourists, both domestic and international tourists, come and visit areas like the Pianupe, which is one of the largest game reserves in Uganda. If we take contact positions and develop infrastructure in all areas of Uganda, we shall have a Uganda that is peaceful and safe for every traveler around the world. Thank you so much.
Gentlemen, remember to maintain silence as they ask their questions. They each have 2 questions, so until the ladies say thank you is when you can clap. Please let's respect each and every contestant because it's the crucial time when we shall choose our top 3 through these questions. Thank you. The designer, they are all dressed by Zach Styles. She's an amazing queen from Chigezi region. Ladies and gentlemen, Zakia Laki from Zach Styles.
And now we hand over to the judges.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for, okay? So we're going to do some very quick fire questions. Every contestant, we will ask 2 questions to each contestant. But we'll do it in a way that it will be 1 round. Like I go first, second, third, like that. And then we come back again so that the ladies can breathe. So can I have... And you strictly have 40 seconds to answer the question. So don't tell stories. Go straight into answering the question. Okay. Can I have contestant number 29 step forward, please? You look absolutely stunning. Okay, your question is, this year's theme is tourism and peace. Identify 2 issues affecting peace in Uganda and their solution.
Thank you so much, Josh, for the question. So, one of the reasons as to why we have issues with peace is the way we communicate issues that affect our country. Let's talk about instabilities and attacks that happened on a couple of tourists at Queen Elizabeth National Park. Everybody went to social media talking about how Uganda is insecure, we don't have peace, but that is something that paints a bad reputation to our country. So the solution to this would be sensitizing the community, having advocates like the Queens of Miss Tourism talk to the community, encouraging them that in case of any instability, let's learn how to communicate and manage insecurities in our country. Another issue would be, we have people who believe that tourism is only meant for foreigners, but there's something called domestic tourism. If we can sensitize the local people on how important it is to visit that local and indigenous tourism heritage sites, we are going to have peace and we're going to promote tourism in our country. Thank you.
Contestant number 28.
Well, we understand culture in Uganda falls under the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. But it is an important aspect in the Ministry of Tourism. Can you relate culture to tourism?
Thank you so much for that question. Culture is very much related to tourism because Uganda having a very diverse cultural heritage is one of the things that attract people to come and visit Uganda, to experience and indulge in the different traditions of Uganda. Therefore, culture is a very important tool and aspect of tourism to Uganda. Thank you.
Contestant number 11, please step forward. Take us around Uganda and market 2 major tourism sites.
Thank you so much for that question. Welcome to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Uganda is located in East Africa and is surrounded by 5 countries. Uganda sits in the Interlacustrian region and hosts about 5 regions. In the central region, we have the beautiful and mighty large freshwater lake, Lake Victoria, the 3rd largest lake in Uganda. In the west, we have the mountains of the moon, Mountain Rwenzori, hosting the 3rd highest peak in Africa, Peak Margarita. In the north, we have diverse cultures such as the Lango, the Acholi, and various tourist attraction sites such as Fort Patiko, Pian Upe Game Reserve. In the east, we have the world's largest caldera seated in Bale district on the mountain Elgon. And in the center of our country, we have Lake Choga. In Uganda, we have diverse cultures that welcome you. We have various physical features, and we have beautiful and hospitable people. Thank you so much.
Contestant number 61, please step forward. How would you best describe Karamoja region to someone who has never visited?
Thank you so much for the question. Karamoja is located in the northeastern part of Uganda. It has 9 districts of Amudat, Napak, Nakapiripirit, Kabom, Karenga, Kotido, Moroto, and Abib. And on your way to Karamoja, you can use 2 routes from Kampala through Mbale Soronko, or from Kampala through Mbale Soroti. Karamoja is blessed with a lot of very beautiful sceneries. We have Mount Napak, we have Mount Moroto, we have Pianupe Game Reserve, which happens to be the 2nd largest protected conservation area in Uganda. We have Kidepo Valley National Park that is blessed with a lot of wildlife, and 4 of the big 5 in Uganda. Karamoja is blessed with the largest East African village, with a very beautiful culture. We have a lot of beautiful culture and very hospitable people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akide.
Contestant number 8, step forward. What is the role of Miss Tourism Pageantry in tourism of Uganda?
Thank you so much for the question. The role of Miss Tourism pageantry is to market tourism sites and empower girl child by inspiring them. Thank you so much.
Okay, and the final round of questions, our final quick fire questions. Can I have contestant number 29 step forward again, please? If given a chance to talk to the president of Uganda, what would you tell him and why?
Thank you so much, Judge. If I am given the chance to talk to the president of this country, my first vision, if I'm given the platform to become the next Miss Tourism Uganda, is firstly to promote the tourism sector, but secondly to empower the boys and girls in this country. How would I do this? I would do this through promoting agro-tourism in Uganda and agriculture. We all know that you cannot empower a community if they are not fed, they are not inspired. So I would look forward to creating technology-based agriculture projects that can allow, such as greenhousing, that can allow the young people of Uganda reap out of agriculture, but also learn soft and skills. So I would tell the president to fund such projects in all parts of the country to make sure that the young people don't only have empowerment, but they're inspired to become the best versions of themselves. Thank you, Jeff.
Contestant number 28. Currently, Uganda is having a new industry, and this is the oil and gas industry. How can Uganda capitalize on this industry to promote tourism?
Thank you so much for that question. First and foremost, oil and gas is a form of energy which is needed in the Uganda can capitalize on the oil and gas industry by exporting the oil and gas, hence receiving revenue and foreign exchange, which can be used to build airports, for example, the Kabalega Airport in Hoima, and this will promote tourism as it will aid tourists to come into Uganda and tour. Secondly, the oil and gas as an export will also enhance the infrastructure in Uganda, and this will be easier for the tourists to come into Uganda. Thank you.
Contestant number 11. Why is it important for someone to have identity?
Thank you so much for that question. I believe it's important for someone to have identity so that they believe in themselves, so that they know who they are, and so that they are able to express themselves in a way that best describes them. When you're able to identify yourself in a particular way, you have the freedom and you have the ability to showcase yourself without fear, without favor, because deep down you know that is who you are, and what you are is what you stand for.
Please step forward. How would you work with the ministers of tourism as a tourism ambassador?
As a tourism ambassador, I have projects, and these projects cannot be done alone. I would collaborate with the ministry to make sure that the projects I have come to fruition. I would also work as a tourism ambassador in promoting tourism in every area that I visit through my social media platform, because this is the best place to market the place. So with the help of the ministry and its guidance, I can use that. Thank you so much.
very much for the gift.
And of course, she gets herself 3 months free spa services at Platinum Wellness Spa. 3 months of massage, sauna, steaming. Oh, congratulations to you, Akili Rachel. And now,
top 2 step forward.
Contestant number 11 and contestant number 29, please step forward.
Hold hands and pray for each other that this one must take it as a devil must take it.
Before we announce I would like to ask the judges, why did you choose the winner? Without naming, just give us the results. Contestant number 20!